It has been nearly 5 years since a semi-truck collided with a bus carrying the Humboldt Bronco's junior hockey team in Saskatchewan. 16 people were killed in that crash, 13 were injured. One of the players who was injured was Ryan Straschnitzki. CBC News has been following his journey from when he learned he was paralyzed to getting groundbreaking surgery in Thailand in 2019. Now, Ryan has a spinal device, a stimulator that helps him move and keeps his legs healthy. And right from the start, he's been building new dreams for himself. The big one right now is securing a spot on Team Canada for the 2026 Paralympics in Italy. And Ryan is joining us now from Calgary to talk about that and a whole lot more. Ryan, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, we were talking about how you are aiming for a spot on Team Canada for the 2026 Paralympic Games in Italy and to bring home the gold. Why not? Can you walk us through how you're training for this?
Yeah, so about 5 days a week is spent at Winsport here in Calgary, both on and off the ice. 5 days a week, so I get to train with national players, hard ice times, great training sessions, and I'm very fortunate enough to be in this position.
And I think you just came off of some training too, part of a training camp in Montreal as well. What was that like?
It was great. It was my first real taste of the national experience with all Paralympians around me, some development players like myself, and getting to experience that was exciting, and now I know where I need to get before 2026.
And you say that this was something that was so inspiring, and of course your story is just that, because that was an opportunity for you to really realize some of the dreams that you've made, some of the new dreams that you've made since that tragedy a few years back.
Yeah, no, now that I've had my taste at that, I realize that, these goals are obtainable. I just got to continue to put in the work.
So what would it mean for you to actually land a spot on that team? What has this journey been like for you? It's not easy making the team, of course, facing the challenges that you have in the past few years.
Yeah, I mean, making the team would just be a step in the right direction for me, right? I think my entire life has been goal setting, and I kind of go by the motto, never satisfied. So, if I can make that roster spot, then I work towards possibly winning a gold medal. And from there, just building more and more goals and continuing to show to myself and to show the people around me that, no matter the situation that you're in, you're more than capable of achieving your goals.
And to that point, you talk a lot about growth mindset. You talk about that with younger people too, who are facing adversity, and those who just sort of need to hear that, as you say, when one door closes and another one opens. So tell us more about growth mindset and how you employ that in trying to achieve your goals.
So recently I learned that the growth mindset is understanding your abilities and your limitations, but knowing that through hard work, perseverance, and the ability to learn from your adversity and mistakes, you can overcome and succeed. And from that, my entire story, even before the accident, has been, obviously getting cut from teams and not making it, never being good enough, but proving to myself that through hard work and the growth mindset that I can achieve those goals. And I was on my way to achieving some of my goals in stand-up, but now that I'm in a different situation, I'm going to apply the same growth mindset and hope that I can reach these new goals.
And we know, of course, there has been a lot that you've had to carry along the way here. I'm wondering how you employ all those strategies to cope with remembering, or how do you pay tribute to those friends that you lost and make sure that their memory lives on, perhaps through your actions?
I know that there's probably not a lot that I can do. So in order to, honor their name in a sense, I try and set goals and try to add them as part of the journey, as part of that motivation to drive me past those grueling workouts and those hard ice times to, possibly win a gold medal for them, and just to kind of share that with them in some sense, because there's obviously not much I can do right now except work for them and remember their names.
Part of a growth mindset, of course, too, is reflection. So I'm wondering if you take an opportunity and how that goes when you reflect back to that moment when so much was unknown and uncertain and difficult, and you come to now and how far you've come and how much you've accomplished, what that reflection is like.
It's a lot sometimes. I think I try not to dwell on it. I try to be mindful of it and understand that life moves forward, but there's a lot you can do in the now, in the present moment to, look back on that in a positive way. All the people that lost their lives that day, I'm glad I got to know them and the great people that they were. So, sometimes reflecting on that helps me to keep moving forward and realize that I don't have it so bad.
How do you feel, or how much does the support from across the country carry you or help you when it comes to accomplishing these goals? And I'm expecting, I'm hoping, I'm assuming that you feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. From around the world, it's been amazing since day one. Hearing stories from people around the world, how our stories have inspired them to pursue their goals, and it's such an amazing world. I mean, the hockey community in general is so small. Everyone seems to know someone, and the support we've all had has been absolutely incredible, and we're super thankful.
And I thought I'd leave this with some final words of advice from you for those who may be facing adversity and challenges right now and want to strive towards their goals.
Yeah, I think that growth mindset plays a huge part for me. I know that continuing to work hard, continuing to persevere, showing up on good and bad days, and continuing to find some sort of motivation to reach those goals will not only allow you to succeed, but like my dad said when I was 13 years old, you'll be able to see that when one door closes, another one opens.